Hi again. It's Friday, August 14th, 2020. My name is Michael Garza for Keller Williams Realty. And as it's Friday, we're going to go through some inventory stats, see what things have changed since last Friday for you in an effort to try and help you weekend shoppers. And also, as you go out and tour different homes, etiquette has changed a little bit over the past 5 months. COVID-19 has seen to that. So we'll touch on that really quickly as well. I promise this will be a short video. Let's get into it. All right, so as it's Friday, inventory stats are very simple these days. There's still a lot of buyers that are holding off the market that are kind of a little bit shaky, and they're waiting to see how everything shakes out. One thing I was thinking about that I thought I'd share with you also is that I'm wondering how this is going to play out in the next few months. Typically, business in this industry drops off pretty dramatically after the beginning of November or late October. People start thinking about the holidays and they're not really interested in looking at homes. But I'm wondering how that's going to change because there's so much pent-up demand and there's so little inventory that we may experience a market that just goes all the way through and plays up until next spring. Which is typically when the market wakes up after hibernating over the winter. So let's talk about the numbers really quickly. 77 new listings this week, and that's the typical areas: Fremont, Union City, Milpitas, all the way through the 680 corridor, the North Bay, which is Point Richmond, Antioch, out in the hinterlands, Oakley, Brentwood, and all the way over the bridge to Vallejo and Benicia. So 77 spread out over that area is not very many. And as a contrast, and this is important for you buyers out there, 1,072 homes went pending this week. So you can see the vast disparity between what's coming on the market and what's going off the market. And you can see that if sellers don't start kind of putting their homes on the market, there's just going to be less and less and less available to choose from. So once again, I hate to harp on this a lot, but if you are a buyer, pretty much every reason for you to get out on the market right now. The longer you wait, the more difficult it's going to be until the COVID pandemic is over. I guess they're talking about it'll end when they get a vaccine, a real one, not a fake one. And so the predictions are the end of next year. I don't know how somebody can predict something like that. Once again, this has never happened in this way before. So it's difficult, in my opinion, for people to accurately predict anything, including the housing market, right? So I did want to let you know that rates did tick up a little bit last week. Not a whole lot. It was 2 basis points, which is not a ton. It's 100 basis points to a point. So 2 basis points you can see is just a 2%, overall uptick. So right now, assuming you can haul the mail and you've got great FICO scores and everything, you're looking at right around 3.24%. And that's based on Chase Bank and what they would offer somebody who ticks all the right boxes. So again, as you can see, if you can get out there as a buyer, if you've got 20% down, at the very minimum 10% down, and you can get out there, you've got all the boxes checked, I think that you can get in with a pretty good loan rate. And once again, rates are heading north. Not a lot, but it doesn't take much to start a trend. And if it ticks up just a few basis points every week, it won't be long before you're back up at 4 or 5%. And that, you have to remember as buyers, that diminishes your buying power. For every point that you increase, you lose, and it depends on who you talk to, but you lose between $35,000 and $50,000 of buying power for that money, right? So the interest rate is just money that's going to the bank for the privilege of using their money to buy your home. So it's essentially hot air. You're paying for nothing. So if you can get a lower rate, among all the other benefits of having a lower rate, it's just better all the way around. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to talk about as far as statistics for now that are going to help buyers that are out there. Let's talk about while you're out touring this weekend. Bring masks. Most of us have masks in our vehicles now, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Bring gloves. If you've got latex gloves, bring those. It shows a lot of courtesy to the seller, and it really just shows that you care about keeping their property in good shape, and you never know. It may make a difference at some point with them if you're in a multiple offer situation, as opposed to somebody who came in with dirty shoes and walked all over their white carpet and touched everything and his brother and left all their germs everywhere. It could happen. So bring a mask, bring gloves. If you've got little footies for your shoes, that's even better. And what that'll do is, once again, that telegraphs to the agent that you care about the seller and the property. You're respecting the property. And that's important. Whether you decide to buy it or not, it's still important. I know I appreciate it when I show homes and even when I sell my own homes. So do that. A quick note to sellers. Sellers, get out there. It's an opportunity for you to maximize what you have as far as your investment. There's just not a lot out there right now, and this is a window of opportunity that none of us knows when it's going to close. So if you've been thinking about selling in the last 3 to 6 months, put your home on the market. Get it cleaned up, get it painted up, mow the lawn, clean the house, and get it on the market. I think you'll do all right. All right, that's about all the time I have today. We'll be back on Monday. And we'll once again go over the statistics, and we'll see what happened over the weekend. And hopefully some more homes come on the market over the weekend. Last weekend it was minimal. There was only 2. So we're hoping for 5, 10. All right, Mike Garza, Keller Williams Realty, Danville. You can reach me at 510-755-2828, talk or text. Or, of course, you can always email me at 4newwalls@gmail.com. And once again, thanks for your attention. I do appreciate it. Bye now.